Hi, this is Joel. Thanks for listening to my podcast. I am the European Contract Manager for the GSH Group. And today I want to tell you more about my job and what I do in Europe, in particular for one of our customers that we have. It's a luxury car manufacturer, and GSH manage for them their parts warehouses in Europe. So before we shaped our services for this customer, we wanted to spend a bit of time thinking about them and how they operate. So this customer, they don't just sell luxury cars. They basically sell an experience, a driving experience to their customers. And they're very busy, always innovating to enhance their customers' experience. So they need an FM partner, GSH, to manage their facilities as smoothly as possible, to make it easy for them so they can focus on their core business activities. So how do we do that? How do we make their life easy in terms of facilities management? Well, firstly, we make sure that their buildings are compliant. This is basic FM service, of course, but the warehouses are located in different countries in Europe. So we make sure that their buildings are compliant with the in-country legislation. We make sure that we also apply best industry practices, and we also make sure that we comply with our customers' internal policies. So as I said, this is a basic FM service, but there's more that we provide for them. So our customer, they're very busy. They don't have time to travel to their different warehouses, and they want us to tell them about everything that's happening in their warehouses. And to do that, we basically need to make for them the information available live. So I organize for them weekly calls where I basically tell them about what's been happening during that week in each of the location. And I also organize for them monthly face-to-face meetings where we talk about the performance of the service and the performance of the maintenance in each of the buildings. And then I also arrange for a monthly call where I get on the call the customer, GSH of course, and also the third-party logistic provider. This is because the warehouses are operated by a logistic provider in each location. And I make sure that once a month we're all on the call so we can all talk about the building maintenance. In terms of expenditure, so our customer, they want to, of course, spend and invest in their building and their assets. They don't want to spend less than what is required, but they don't want to spend more, which is understandable. So we make that easy for them. We obtain as many quotations as we can for the planned maintenance and reactive maintenance. This is to keep the prices competitive. And if we manage to keep below the budgeted maintenance cost, we reconcile the accounts at the end of the year and we give them their money back. We also make sure that they have access to the situation of their budget wherever they are and whenever. So we tell them, or we give them access to how much is on the budget, how much was spent already, how much is left, are we under budget, are we over budget, and this basically makes it easier for them to make decision. So I also want to make sure that my customer gets all the relevant information before they make a decision. So to do that, I analyze the prices we receive against the specs, and I make recommendation based on this analysis. I also provide them analytical data on the long term. So, for example, if they want to invest into a special asset for the building, they want to know how much it's going to cost them upfront, but also how long it's going to take before they can see some return on investment. And we do that analysis for them, which makes it easy for them to make a decision. So basically, to summarize, imagine that you are able to manage a building that is in a remote location, a building that you have never visited, it's in a different country where people speak a different language, it's in a different time zone, and yet you know exactly what's happening in that building. You know the information live as it happens, whether it's a simple blocked toilet to an issue with a critical system. You know it all. You're presented with all the data you need to make the decisions, and basically the only thing you have to do is to press a button to make a decision. Well, that's what we do for our customer. We give them full control of their premises wherever they are in the world. But that's not all. There are some added value that we provide for our customer. Just in a few lines, we basically manage for them the issues and damages that are caused by staff negligence or accident. So as I said, the warehouses are operated by a third-party logistic provider, and they have a lot of staff on site, and accidents happen. But when this happens, we make sure that the cost of the repair is invoiced to them and not to our customer. We also help our customer to manage their long-term lease with the landlord. So we tell them what are the weaknesses or the risks, and what are the strong points, and how to make the best out of the lease in terms of investing in different building assets. And we also manage for them other income streams, such as the waste revenue in different locations. This is where we make sure that a local waste contractor purchase the scrape waste at the best price, and we get the money back to our customer. And we also manage for them their building insurance claims. So sometimes issues or faults are caused by elements that are covered by the building insurance. So we make sure that we report the claim and we follow it through until our customer gets the money back. So this added value is about 30% additional income or savings that we make sure that we generate for our customer. So in conclusion, we're very proud of what we do for this particular customer. I am personally proud of what we do there, because this is proper, innovative facilities management that we deliver. It's a smooth FM service, it's pain-free, it's cost-efficient, it's brilliant, and it's the future of facilities management. So anyway, thank you for listening in to my podcast. That was Joel from the GSH Group.